Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic Remastered. This time we take a look at the 1998 Mugen Accord Wagon. Another Accord Wagon to take on our course, and hopefully this one will be good. I like an Accord Wagon. Unfortunately, the Accord Wagons that we've had thus far have all been 4-speed automatic, so they've been a little bit strange when it comes to taking on this course. I'm hoping this one is going to have a 6-speed, and I'm also hoping the Accord SIR 98, which we haven't had go round, is also going to be a 6-speed. The two we've had have been the 96 Accord Wagon, which, despite its transmission, actually did surprisingly well, mainly because it had race mod and a lot of power, more than this. And we've also had the 4-wheel drive Accord from 97, which was terrible, and we don't talk about it. So here's hoping this one will have a proper 6-speed gearbox and we can actually set a decent time in it and give some love to the Accord Wagons, because they have not been great so far. This one I think looks absolutely exquisite. Sort of back half not permitting, because I don't like the way the rear window is sort of raked and angled at. But other than that, this does look very cool. The sort of subtle Mugen badging in the grille, the side decal, the fact that they also emulate the fact this had tinted windows is quite cool. And these wheels, which wouldn't work on literally any other vehicle, kind of work on this, so that's good. The only real problem is the fact you can clearly see the dual exhausts are routed to absolutely nothing at all. They are just for show, they're floating in the air, so yeah, true, we're not beating the Honda Racer allegations today. Anyways, front engine, front wheel drive, 283 horsepower, 1,272 kilos of weight. It is quite a heavy thing. Oh god. Really? Oh no. Anyways, this is going to have 6 laps to set. This is going to be painful. This is going to have 6 laps to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Audi TT LM edition. That car's at a time of 26.690. The Accord Mugen Wagon thing is unlikely to beat that, especially now we've found out it has a slush box in it. So, with that being the case, and with this being a little bit down on power, the 4-wheel drive Accord Wagon, the 97, which was this but weighed a lot more, that set a time of 32.9. The 96 Accord Wagon set a time of a 31.3, which again, that had about 50 more horsepower than this, which in a naturally aspirated car where you have to use all the gears really does mean a lot. So I would suspect that this is gonna go kind of in between those two, I think, would be the place to sort of aim for with this. If we can get it out of the 30, if we can get it into the 31s, I'll be quite happy. Well, I won't be happy because I genuinely thought that this makes me worried that the obviously, don't spoil it for me in the comment section if this is true, but does make me worried the 98 Accord Wagon will be another slush box, and these things will never be very good. Because we do quite well on wagons on this course. You know, stuff like Toyota Caldina, and I mean the Mazda 323 was a bit of a dud considering the sort of performance level that car should have been operating at, but you know, we do alright for them around this series, so I'm hoping we can get a Accord to do alright. You know, we don't want to end up in a situation where it's beaten by the Primera. 31.865 on that final, and that was with the world's biggest corner cut. Right, I really need to just ignore all of my instincts that tell me to shift up when you're going through a corner like that. I just need to ignore everything and just get it through there. I mean, through the actual sort of speed traps and stuff, this isn't half slow, like it's fine. So it's straight line speed's not really a problem, it's just the gymnastics you have to pull with the gearbox to try and get it to work in your favour. I've definitely sat and read the description of Accord wagons before, and they have said about 6-speed manuals being an option, so surely one of these must have that gearbox. Surely, right? We end with a disappointing 32.030. We got the lap, that's the important part. God, that's not good. It's very slow. Yeah. It hasn't really got enough power to drive around the slush box. It also sounds dreadful. I didn't point that out throughout the lap, but this really does sound abysmal as well. I think I just got used to it, but God. Yeah. I think if you really masterminded the gearbox, you probably could push it into like a 31.7, but is that false hope speaking? It might be. Yeah, it's just not quick, is it? That's the bottom line of it. It's just not quick. A 31.865 will place this into 360th place. Goes in between the Toyota Sprinter Torino and the Honda Integra SIRG. That does sound impressive, but those cars went round an age ago. It is quicker than the Subaru Vivio, quicker than the Ford Taurus, so that's good. That's one sort of equivalent car it's bumped off. Quicker than the BMW 840 Ci, which is good. Loses out slightly. I mean, to be fair, it only loses out slightly to the Nissan Stagea RS4V, and that had 4-wheel drive and 450 horsepower. It also had a terrible gearbox, but I mean, in terms of like cars with this sort of gearbox, that's not bad. But yeah, it was doomed from the start. You know, it was like God, I've forgotten the quote, so I'm not going to say it. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join us next time when I will be driving something completely different, and hopefully something that doesn't feature a 4-speed gearbox. Until then, farewell.